Art in and of itself is a tool that has the potential to enact an immense amount of change in any given context. It permeates society in a way that other forms of ideology or expression struggles to achieve. Photography, in particular, provides a powerful lens through which veiled people or contexts become visible under a light that evokes its viewers to think twice and question, factors that are fundamentally necessary in the beginning times of social change. Photography is not only used as a bureaucratic tool that pieces together factual evidence to recount specific instances or slots in history, but as an instrument that captures resilience and humanity behind injustices and inequalities that are the grassroots behind the pursuit of social transformations. I've chosen artists that focus on contemporary photography within Latin America. This is because it is important to note that it is still the case that communities and individuals must continue to reach for environments where violence fails to persist, or inequality no longer has a hold on populations across the various regions of Latin America. The goals of the revolutions that happened in history have not seen their intended success in current day, so the fight must go on. There is a dimension of contemporary Latin American photography that brings forth the memories of stories that come from history or exemplify social commitment, these of which join together and expose the violence, conflict, and inequalities that have left a legacy that has been continuous. The artists chosen fall under this dimension that promotes the efforts of social change. Marisol Mendez is a photographer and researcher from Cochabamba, Bolivia. She utilizes her photography to confront the social and political issues that particularly fall under class and gender inequality derived from the climate crisis and the role of women as a byproduct of colonization, respectively. In her series Madre, Mendez explores what it means to be a woman in Bolivia and how their role has been confined to a, quote, whitewashed, phallocentric, and colonial representation, end quote, and either the image of Virgin Mary or the sinner, Mary Magdalene. Her photos encapsulate an essence of womanhood and femininity despite the oppression that the women of Bolivia have endured. Soft yet bold colors paired with graphic and explicit subjects possess the ability to capture this powerful nuance. Mendez worked closely with her subjects and worked together with them in how they wanted to be photographed. She states, quote, the outcome is a protest in the face of unjust depictions that erase the nuances of what it means to be a woman in Bolivia with an inherited past of colonialization, patriarchy, and interlacing faiths and religions, end quote. Oscar B. Castillo focuses on a documentary style of photography that aims to highlight the dilemma surrounding social justice not only in his native Venezuela, but also across the globe. For Castillo, photography is a tool that brings forth the collective memories as a result of the discrepancies within political and economic powers in Latin America. In one of his projects called Explosive Land, he zones in on the case of victims of landmines in Colombia. Landmines installed by both FARC, various other guerrilla groups, and government-backed paramilitary groups as tactics to bolster their respective powers have taken the lives or injured over 11,000 people. The use of landmines varies from mechanisms to attack or fight to even keeping local populations from expanding to other territories. He permeates the experiences of landmines by highlighting individual faces behind them. His focus incorporation on personal and intimate injuries evokes a more authentic understanding of these experiences within his audience. His use of black and white almost shields our eyes from both the beauty of the landscapes and yet the severity of the overlooked injuries. This is a form of capturing the realities of social and political conflict that Castillo hopes to shine light on the voices and stories of those brutally affected.